I need to cook the apples before they go bad. Got some apples right here. One, two, three. Well, actually, it's only one, two, three of them starting to feel soft. There's two more. They're gonna start to feel soft. So I don't know if I should just cook all of them. Oh yeah, and another one right there. Yeah, it's starting to feel soft right there. They're not very big. One, two, three, four, five, six. They're not very big. But the way that I like to cook them, or the way that I cooked them last time, is I peel them, and then I take the seeds out, and then I put them in the oven. Then I cover the top, from the pan, so they can stay, so they don't dry up. Oh, I dropped one. This a little apple, I swear. Sometimes I gotta pick them early, or they think they should pick them early because I don't know why. Glass pan. Oh man, the radio station. I heard the radio station today. The guy on there was talking about they might cut the funding. Like they're passing the bill in the Senate to see if they're gonna pass it or not or whatever. That's not good. Like a lot of people, like I heard a lot of people are gonna lose health care and stuff. Like, if y'all haven't been paying attention on the news, it's just like, uh, it seems to be a mess. And then I was listening to like Arnold Schwarzenegger the other day, and listening to him had me feeling like I should buy an electric car because he was making me feel bad about the environment, talking about the pollution and stuff, and uh, because the jet stream did kind of collapse a little bit from what they say, and the weather patterns are changing. So like people over there in England, they had to buy air conditioners for like the first time ever or something. There's a rotten spot right there. That Tom Hartman on Free Speech was on TV. He's on every day. Like he took 2 weeks off, and he had this it was this other guy filling in for him, and like he does a call-in show, and like sometimes like Republican people call in, but it's mostly like independent or Democratic type people. I don't know. Because honestly, I think a lot of people, they don't vote. But he was talking about how there could have been a lot of votes that wasn't counted and stuff like that. But they've been talking about that for the longest. Like I remember, like I thought Al Gore was gonna be president, and then like that guy made that movie talking about Al Gore could have been president. Something about the votes, like I don't remember. That's sticky. I don't know if I should peel them or leave the skin on. That's three. Getting better at it. There we go. Oh, that one got a rotten spot. Should I cut that part off or not? Whoa. This one's so small, there ain't no seeds. Oh, there's one. Save the seeds, just try to grow them anyway. In a pot. There's a spider on me. I should just make a short video and make shorts instead of going live. I got recommended this video. She was Irish or Scottish over there in Ireland or Scotland. And I could tell by her accent. And she was talking about she ain't got no friends because she get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go to the farmer's market. Then on the weekends, she just be on the weekends, she's like talking like this. It was funny. No, but she was talking about she checks her greenhouse. I forgot what she said, but I subscribed. But her video got promoted, you know, and she's just talking like a minute, like 60 seconds, 50 seconds or whatever. She was at the age where she's starting to get those like those wrinkles from smiling. The castor oil is supposed to help with that. Like I just got some petroleum jelly and I've been using that, and then I bought some stuff from Target, like some type of lotion. Before that, I started with Lumberyard from Target, but I didn't see it the last time I was there. Lumberyard stuff. So I mixed some of that lotion with the Vaseline that I got, and I was like putting that on my face, and then like I learned how to do those exercises from this Chris Gibson guy, and it's like going like this and then going like that right there. But it's from the sun. It's from sun. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven now. I gotta turn the oven on. I forgot to put some oil on the bottom right here. I got some olive oil right here. I'll just put a little bit. I'll just rub that in with my finger. All right. Bake it about like 320 or something. About an hour. And I'll put some aluminum foil. I used to have another one of these and I would just put it on top. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. That ain't gonna stay, is it? Yo, it's really dirty under there, dude. Oh man, I subscribed to this guy. He was talking about retard maxing it. He's like, just retard max it. And I completely understand what he's saying, because like folks that think too much, they should just like not think as much and do their stuff, you know? Like around their job, their friends, or their family, or just like out in public. I completely agree with what he was saying. Because if you already know, because if folks think too much, they talk themselves out of a lot of stuff. Living in fear. Yeah, so I subscribed to him. Did I say I subscribed to him? I subscribed to him. I don't know if this egg is still good, but if it is, I'm gonna eat it. I don't know about that part. Yeah. What should I do with that? I don't have a compost bin. I wanted to start one a long time ago, but I didn't. Some salt. Yeah, that's all right. Whoa, that's too much salt. I do have some seeds right there. I should try to grow more. I need to get more pots. Let's see, guess I'll just put those back up. I swear I got an apple plant growing. It's in that pot over there. There's some watermelon seeds. There's a peach seed. There's a mango seed. I don't know why I had some cilantro in it. There's some dried cilantro. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I guess I'll just take this outside, see if the chicken wants it. Oh, I forgot a seed. Oh, well, no, it's a piece of one. I swear I tried to grow some in there, but it ain't going. Should put it outside. I don't forget what I put in there. A peach seed or something. $1.1 billion in public media funding. What? Didn't I bring another cup in here? No. This one's clean. I'll just use this other cup. Como se llama? Llama? Como se llama? That's funny. The anxiety brew? Is this the anxiety brew? I swear it causes me anxiety. I've been doing it for like 5 years straight. For real. Causes me anxiety. That's why that dude started making that other brand. He made mud water. He called it mud water or something. It's good at first for like the first little boost, and you're like, oh yeah, let's. And then after you get through talking, it's like, dude said cayenne pepper clean out your heart, clean the arteries in your heart. I'll try it. I've tried it. I've put some in some olive oil. Just drink a little bit of it. It works. I think it works. Because the other night I was sleeping with my arm up and it didn't start falling asleep like it would. But I haven't been smoking a lot of cigarettes. I've been doing the vape. But I think, yeah, cayenne pepper. That's cayenne pepper. Got some coconut oil right here. Natural, non-refined coconut oil. Expeller pressed. Somehow they press it with a hydraulic and it comes out all clean like that. That stuff's good. It's good for your teeth. And if it's good for your teeth, you know it's good for your bones. Mm. It's hot over here. You want to go to the shade? Don't spill my coffee. Come over here. You did? In the shade right here? What, you wanted to be right here? Eat that, dude. Don, you want some? Here, eat that. Eat it. Eat that. You don't want that? The ant's gonna get it. You want me to grab you? Come here. Come here. It's good, ain't it? It's good. It is good. It's weird seeing a dog eat fruit or a vegetable. They eat slow. They start chewing it slow. But if it's a meat, they just they eat fast if it's some meat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come here. Come here. Got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Whoa. You all right? Did you eat it? You didn't eat all of that. Good. Yeah, Don let me grab him. Cooking them apples. Oh boy. That water's hot. Should move the I should move the drinking water. Should be right there. The drinking water should be over here by this tree. That's green. I don't know what that is. I turned the sprinkler on. I turned the sprinkler on, Don. Go run under it. Go run under that sprinkler. Shush. Shush. Shh. They're gonna cut some timber. They're gonna harvest some timber. They're gonna do some logging. I don't know what it's gonna look like after they're done. Gotta enjoy the beauty while it's still there. Then in about 5 years after they harvest whatever they harvest, like a year or so or 6 months after they're done, there'll be tree planters, and then about 5 years after they plant them trees, it'll start growing, and then it looks like baby trees. Is beautiful, very beautiful. But you know, it's probably gonna be just majority pine trees, maybe some oak trees that make acorns. All the other trees, I don't think they're as important to people. I don't understand why, but it's complicated because if you don't know what to harvest, you're just thinking, oh, the trees are hardwood and softwood. Like, there was a landowner one time, he was not happy with what I was cutting because he told me don't cut these kind of trees. I didn't know, like I looked at them, but it's kind of hard for, like, I didn't think about it long enough. Well, later on, I should have told him the ones you don't want me to cut, like the ones that you want to be left standing, like put a ribbon around them or something. It would have helped if you put a ribbon around them or something. But I was like, didn't know what kind of trees it. And then he came up to me like, and he was like, it must be hard to see out of that thing. And I was like, yeah, yeah. And I forgot what he was talking about too. Damn, I think I can hear them already. They're close. Yep. I miss it, honestly. It just don't pay good. It don't pay good. It's like you can make the same amount of money working at Brookshire's, like a grocery store. Becoming a manager. It's like what my stepdad did, but and then it's usually just good for the boss man, like the owner. But I've seen a lot of folks go out of business. And then like this dude, like they say the third generation will get rid of the business, the family business. And this guy did. He was like the grandson, like his grandfather started a business in like the 60s. And uh, I started working for him, and then he got rid of the business like 7 years from when I started working with him. And then he just like sold his stuff to like three other contractors, but like one of them didn't. I don't know, man. It must be really hard, but the way he got them like making the payments or something, it don't sound easy. Is what I'm saying. Could have been easier in the older days because the cost of things have gone up. I don't know, y'all. I mean, what do you think? Get a government contract and then you can do better? A government grant. Yeah, the government grants are the ones you don't have to pay back. Government contract is the ones where you sign up for the government, working with the government, for the government, working for yourself for the government. Anyways, what I'm saying is the boss man was paying himself probably like 200,000 a year, but the workers between 30,000 to 50,000 a year. It depends if there's a head, like, the foreman and then the workers. There's the foreman, then there's the regular workers. The foreman is the one that's in like charge, like it's like the manager for the crew. And then yeah, the pay probably has gone up. It's just taxes. Um, like 1/3 of the pie gets taken by taxes. So you're left with this much. So, even if they make 30, like, even if like them or me, like anybody, like making 36, 40,000 in a year, 45,000, even if it's that much, 1/3 of it goes to taxes. So you're left with this much. And then the other part is going to be bills. So you're left with bills and food. Food, y'all. Food. Ain't that right, Don? They found him a spider or something. But the further up north you go, the more they get paid. It's just over here in the South, folks is poor. I think it's because it's Republican state. But things cost more money in the Democrat states. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Not necessarily, because this dude was in a Democrat state and he was talking about he could get me grams of that medicinal for $4. And a gram over here of some medicinal is $20. It don't make any sense. It feels like it's $20. It honestly is close. It's like $18. But like, man, I don't even want to talk about it no more. Cause it's just a lot of work. See, that's that's why I like what that guy was saying. Don't think about it too much. Just retard max it. Yeah. It's like, yo, man, I'm here to get a job. I don't know how long I'll be here. There you go. You get your job and be like, I don't know how long I'll be here. Ain't got to be trying too hard. Trying to be like, oh, like a big brain. Like, oh, would be better if y'all did this and this and this and this and this. No, you don't have to, like, I don't even have to, like, just retard max it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm just here to do the job, man. Oh, it's funny. I should move the sprinkler now. I should move that rake. It's in the sun. Gonna get baked and break the plastic. Just retard max it. That's funny. I'm just here to let y'all know people get old really fast. If you think that you're young, you enjoy your time and stuff because before you know it, you're gonna feel like you're already starting to get old. It ain't right. So when you're young, like when you're 18, 21, don't let anybody, don't mess up so you can keep going. Because if you mess up, it'll affect you psychologically in a negative way, make you feel like worthless, like a loser or something. And don't be taking relationships too seriously. Because if you take relationships too seriously, it make you feel like a failure when it don't work out right. Damn, boy. There's a plane up there. I'm sweating. Yeah, while I was just talking right there, even in the shade, I felt drips of sweat running down to my butt crack. Even in the shade. Sweat running down my butt crack. Them trees. Oh, them trees. Probably not most of the big trees. If they know what they're doing. Somebody tells them, hey, go cut this other tree that's left standing, blah, 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 blah. And they don't know exactly what they're talking about. They're going to cut one tree that's left standing, and it might not be the right one. That's what happens when there's workers don't know how to explain exactly what the boss said or whoever. It's like, what tree? Huh? There's one leftover tree. Okay. And then it could be by the line or anything, and then you go over there and you see one tree in the middle, and then they cut that in the middle, and it wasn't supposed to be that one. Now my back all itching. Yeah, I could have tried harder to try to get a government grant and just try it, or like get the government grant, then get the government contract, and then try it. But I didn't have motivation because I didn't have a good woman. It's like, it's like you don't want to go walk out in public if you don't have any shoes. It's just the way it made me feel. I'm weird, you know? But retard max it. That dude said retard max it. It's funny, I subscribed to his channel. And then he was like, oh, well, people are just saying that's like the Zen, like the Zen, like the Asian philosophy or something. Yeah. What is that? You got a spider? It is a spider. Good job. Wow. Another one. Whoa, whoa. He's awesome. The chicken's awesome. You want some of this water? Come here, Dasher. You want some of this water right here? Right here. Sit. Sit right there. Come here. Come here. Good boy. There you go. It's hot. All right. Oh. Bring this over here. Whoa. See if that does good. Yeah. I mean, I could get a job like at a department store and probably get a girlfriend pretty fast. It's like what I said, but it's like I just be talking. I just be talking about stuff and then don't do it. But like I said, people's time's running out. So, you know, the way it's going, by the time I get a girlfriend, she might be 50 years old. No. No, man, I'm 38. If I could get a girlfriend that's like 38, man, that'd be awesome, dude. What you talking about? What you thinking about, Holmes? My philosophy is you gotta make your brain slow, essay. Make your brain slow, retard max it. That's funny. I'm gonna stop now. I was watching about them lowriders yesterday. Some of them lowriders, the high-end lowriders with the hydraulics on it, or the airbags, like like the high-end ones are worth $200,000. I'm like, what? You leave them deer alone, boy. Dog will hunt. Uh, just do it. Over here sweating. Coffee done gave me bags under my eyes, or is that from sleeping on the pillow? That's from sleeping on the pillow and the coffee. Put some Plexiderm on my eye, I look 25 again. Warning, video games will waste your time, distract you. They ought to have a video game warning label on it. It's the truth. It ain't even funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I ain't never had a girlfriend that loved playing video games with me. Women I had didn't like playing video games. Yup. Wow, that coffee good. I think I want some milk. Milk and coffee ain't good mixed together though. Makes bad gas. I don't know what's going on with that strawberry. I tried to make a little gravity feeder. I don't think it's working that good. Oops. See? Whoa, it squirted. Oh, it pushed it out. Where'd that other piece go? It's gonna push it out again. What'd I do with it? There it is. Dang, that water's hot. Ugh. What up, dude? I think there's a mosquito on my... Oh, that wind feels good. Alright, stay there. You're alright, man. You found a deer out there? Was it a baby bird? Chill out. Feels good to sweat, though. Oh. The first female singer to reach #1. Got some apples in here. Are they burning or they... No, they're just cooking, I guess. Juul, the brand that originally popularized the cigarette set. The Food and Drug Administration has reversed a ban on its tobacco and menthol-flavored devices. NPR's Yuki Noguchi reports the agency had bought them for sale in 2022. Juul was the primary e-cigarette maker a decade ago, capitalizing on social media marketing to create a generation of young vapers. Regulators cracked down, banning the sale of Juul's nicotine vaporizing cartridges. The company challenged the ban, and the FDA agreed to review its own findings. The FDA, now under the Trump administration, justified its switch, saying that Juul's devices, when used as a harm reduction tool, may benefit public health. Yeah. Juul is no longer a big player in vaping. Disposable vapes surpassed them in popularity. Those are not legal to sell, though they're widely available. Yeah, I like the disposable vape other than the other chemicals that could be in it. It does help. It helps me lose my sore throat.
Go for the types of things it's going for. So in other words, what we're dealing with is asymmetric warfare by nihilists who'd rather burn it down than lose. In other words, so here the plot thickens. In his book, Crack Up Capitalism, historian Clint Slobodian chronicles the rise of a mutation of world historic importance. As the arch-libertarian tech billionaire, now political kingmaker Peter Thiel summed it up in 2009, I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible. Sometimes called zonal capitalism, Thiel's brand of anarcho-capitalism pierces holes in nation-states to liberate and shelter mobile global capital from any societal constraints or obligations. There are now between 5,400 and 7,000 of these special zones worldwide. They're essentially glorified company towns operated under corporate law untethered from state regulation. They now comprise an interlinked web of global command and control financial centers from Hong Kong, Singapore, and Shenzhen to London, Dubai, and South Africa. Historian Niels Gilsman calls it plutocratic secession. At their most extreme, anarcho-capitalists such as the intellectual godfather Murray Rothbard have ardently advocated that all services be purchased through the market with no social safety net whatsoever. Contracts replace constitutions. People are no longer citizens of a place, but clients of a menu of service providers. Rothbard and Company's ideology subscribes to biologically hardwired racial hierarchy and the Great Replacement theory, just as Peter Thiel has said giving women the vote was a big mistake. As Rothbard summed it all up, we shall repeal the 20th century. This is a quote. As long as we're rolling back the clock, it turns out the Middle Ages are a cultural fetish among this crowd. It includes annual cosplay medieval reenactments drawing 10,000 enthusiasts. They yearn for a return to Game of Thrones feudal fiefdoms and fortified city-states. In other words, repeal the millennium. Make feudalism great again is not hyperbole. Suit up for the new dark ages. Crack-up capitalism has sought to undermine the nation state by constructing these enclaves of capitalism without the ballot box. Meanwhile, the advent of the internet spawned the anarcho-capitalist fever dream called accelerationism. It red-pilled in the cloud and then jumped the matrix. Political science professor Andre Moll sums up the apocalyptic ideology. The collapse is going to come anyway, let's rip off the Band-Aid. Moll observes that Elon Musk's techno-accelerationism aims to destroy the existing order to create a technologized hierarchy directed by omniscient engineers, a literal high IQ superclass of white men. Moll suggests that such a techno-fascist government might essentially mimic the wireless system that operates Teslas, which empowers the corporation to remotely alter the software at will. That is, the software of information, laws, and regulations, which we're witnessing right now. But once again, the plot thickens. The tech oligarchy unexpectedly managed to buy the presidency and the Republican Party.
I swear Elon Musk looks
Their end game is no
Asian.
longer to escape the system. Instead, they've launched a hostile takeover to reconstruct.
I was making my eyes on the thumbnail. It made me look Asian.
Now that these funding fathers have caught the national car, they're reprogramming it to make corporate governance and techno-monarchy the basis of a society operated on terms and conditions, not rights and obligations. If it all sounds completely insane, it is, and it gets even worse. Elon got his odd name from a novel called Project Mars by Wernher von Braun, the Nazi rocket scientist whom the US government recruited after the war. In that book, the Martian government was directed by 10 men, the leader of whom was entitled the Elon. In the novel, the colonization of the Red Planet, this is true. I didn't make this up. So. I couldn't have made this up. In the novel, the colonization of the Red Planet is part of God's plan to create the Übermensch, whose reign was aborted by the defeat of the Thousand-Year Reich. And this is a quote from the book. It's a mission whose ultimate object was planned by God himself to bring together the germplasms of rational creation in our solar system that they may thrive and grow into a higher and more noble organism. That would not be hard. That Elon has lived up to his name. In 2012, he explained that his multi-planetary vision for building rockets to go to Mars was that, quote, it might be a way to preserve human consciousness in the event of a world war, cataclysm, or civilizational collapse. Naturally, that pickled consciousness would be that of his white male high IQ superclass. Godspeed, dudes. About a week and a half ago, hundreds of fires broke out everywhere all at once across Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. The historic climate-enhanced global weirding and high winds whipped up a blinding dust storm that created dozens of car crashes around Amarillo.
How much time is on there? That's a weird channel, huh? That's that Free Speech TV.
But for Ray, a refugee of that small country, being deported there was terrifying. He has to be identified only by his
10 minutes.
name to protect his chance to apply
Wow.
Declining fossil fuel regime by compelling other countries to buy U.S. natural gas. In fact, natural gas contributed little to the grid, to new grid capacity in 2024, while renewables have continued to spike to record levels.
Papa Tui.
Solar and wind are far cheaper, safer, and much
Rejuvenating
faster to bring
toner.
online.
What do you say? All right, I'm gonna stop.
95% of all new power capacity added to the grid in 2024 was carbon-free, a staggering 47% increase compared to 2023's record year. Developers in the U.S. built over 100 very large-scale projects in 24 states. About 80% of the gushing investments are in red districts. The most important driver of U.S. growth in clean energy has been the Inflation Reduction Act. Gutting the IRA is going to be the skunk at the garden party in red America. Meanwhile, China has seized the future of energy dominance with renewables and green tech, which already comprise a whopping 10% of its exports. China dominates the supply chain and the trifecta of lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, and EVs. EVs constituted 40% of EV sales in China last year.
EVs are good, actually.
Tariffs, in 2024, Chinese
If they don't
fast-forwarded the
malfunction
distribution of renewables and clean tech to the global south to record levels. So it's moving elsewhere. Although the urgent transition to renewables is crucial, it's already too late to just reduce emissions.
Order an
In order to
electric
achieve a habitable
Chinese
climate,
car.
The imperative is carbon drawdown. Machines are a fool's errand because it's not rocket science, it's biology, which is far more complex. Brett Concairn, the Senior Policy Advisor for Climate and Resilience for the City of Boulder's Climate Initiatives team, suggests we look to nature. And these are Brett's words. Climate change is not happening because of some simple geochemical machine equation of CO2 in, CO2 out. The atmosphere is essentially a biologically mediated dynamic. It's the byproduct of the respiratory system of the entire planet. The fact that we've been degrading the living world for 12,000 years now has contributed almost as much carbon into the atmosphere from that land degradation as we have as burning fossil fuels. It's the mechanism that could have otherwise buffered all those changes. It's the regeneration of the living world that is the true hope of us being able to solve both climate change and a whole series of other existential challenges. When we start to work with living systems, we can start to engage other hugely valuable and powerful cycles like the carbon cycle, the water cycle, and the terrestrial energy cycle. This is why biodiversity is so important. Biodiversity is that integrator. We need all these different members of our community who all have important jobs to be integrating those cycles. When this happens, remarkable and miraculous healing can take place. And by the way, we're essential to that. As Concairn points out, we've regenerated landscapes at scale before. During the ecological catastrophe of the Dust Bowl, we decided as a society to mobilize millions of people and apply significant resources to regenerating the natural world, including planting literally billions of trees. Concairn has now formed a special nature-based solutions unit.
Yeah, plant
in
trees.
Boulder's Climate Action Program.
Mangroves are good
He's
too.
working with expanding
By the water.
national networks. We need tens of thousands of Brett Concairns applying nature's operating instructions locally everywhere and sharing the data and the practices. The ground truth is that the solutions residing in nature surpass our conception of what's even possible. This has been a cornerstone of Bioneers since 1990 when it was not on the radar screen. Today, the nature-based solutions space is poised to surge, and I offer a deep bow to all of you here who are working in that space. Thank you. In practical terms today, it's the last stand for many landscapes. Now is the time to stand for what Janine Benyus lovingly calls the real world. We've got to prioritize the
I swear I just went outside, there's bugs biting me.
on which all life depends, and we've got to advance nature-based solutions. Along with cutting-edge contemporary sciences, invaluable indigenous and traditional ecological
They're on the yard.
knowledge are at our fingertips.
Chiggers.
Thank you for that. Give me 1 second. These are the true biotechnologies. Inspired by the late biologist E.O. Wilson's 2016 book, Half Earth, a growing global consortium is working hard to conserve half of the natural world.
They're almost like
2050.
ant bites.
The 30 by 30 initiative has set a near-term target of 2030 to protect 30% of Earth's remaining intact ecosystems.
I'm gonna have to take a shower.
Both terrestrial and marine.
I'm gonna have to take a
Meanwhile,
shower.
the Rights of Nature movement has become the fastest growing environmental movement in history, with First Peoples at the forefront. It flips the legal paradigm from nature as property to nature as rights bearing. After all, we don't own nature, nature owns us. An object lesson comes to us from Australia.
Seen all them women in their yoga
Years
pants?
of
I can get in my
increasingly
underwear.
Apocalyptic fires finally forced the public to accept the reality of climate change. Voters decisively retired a slate of formerly secure climate
There's no nudity here.
politicians and replaced them with pro-climate independents. The country, while it still has plenty of issues, is developing a civic model of ecologically informed governance, disaster preparedness, and effective cooperation between responsible government and a highly
See, I'm wearing
engaged
briefs.
citizenry. They say the darkest hour comes right before the dawn. As climate breakdown bears down and democracy hangs in the balance, this existential reckoning is forcing people to look for real solutions and a renewed vision. Speaking at Bioneers some years ago, Angela Glover-Blackwell of PolicyLink suggested that America's founding promise of equal rights for everyone was always aspirational, and now is the time to fulfill it.
Like his underwear?
Here's what she said. Our beautiful and exciting multiracial coalition is the natural heir
$12
of the
for
framers
4 of
of the
them.
nation when they sat down to form a more perfect union. The framers punched way above their moral weight. The United States was founded on genocide for the purpose of stealing land and human bondage for the purpose of slave labor. To justify that, there was developed a hierarchy of human value that then got baked into every institution. Addressing those wrongs is the only way to be able to go forward. In truth, Angela said, the vast majority of Americans strongly support the same goals. Policies and programs that invest in people, communities, and the public good. Equity creates more, not less. It's just like love. Love creates more. The more you love, the more you have. The more you give, the more you get. The economy does better, the democracy works better, our neighborhoods are better, we're safer in the places that we live. That, she says, is the definition of equity, just and fair inclusion into a society in which all can participate, thrive, and reach their full potential. We understand that our difference is our strength. So here, for this 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, it's time for a declaration of interdependence. It's time to make America grateful again.
All right, y'all.
So keep the faith, and as the labor organizer Joe Hill says, don't mourn.
I'm gonna hop in the
organize.
shower.
Thank you.